We are doing a lot at universities to educate young people, prepare them for this very interesting and very complicated world. Here at ETH we are providing knowledge, skills, guidance to rational thinking and problem definition. But on top of all that, there must be a means to enhance creativity.
The Cortona Week in Tuscany is a 7-day residency administered by the ETH Zurich. It is an opportunity for PhD students in the natural sciences to complement their academic education by exploring other fields.
How can we go back to that stage, or how can we reinstall the trust program?
Students are immersed in an interdisciplinary setting where they are exposed to a range of scientific, spiritual, and artistic modalities.
Now you have faith in your own capacity to think.
Students who come, they even get credits from the ETH, from our university, for coming here.
A day at Cortona Week begins with optional early morning activities such as singing, dancing, tai chi, and meditation. After breakfast, students attend 2 morning lectures on topics based on scientific, humanistic, and spiritual perspectives related to the year's theme. The second part of the day is divided into 3 sections of workshops: creative, theoretical, and awareness. The workshops are working groups in which students, professors, artists, and scientists join together on a common project. These projects can be theoretical intellectual discussions as well as of an experimental nature using tools, hands, the body, and the perceptive organs.
The main characteristic of Cortona was, from the very beginning, to have not only talks and conference, but also practical work.
You have at least a week to experience other feelings, ideas, probably buried in yourself.
Playing all the instruments which you possibly can play. And do that in a kind of luxurious state of mind or freedom of mind.
Nun, meine Damen und Herren, eine ganz spezielle Überraschung für alle hier von der ETH. Ja.
This mixture of people is the most important thing in Cortona. You have these PhD students, you have the workshop leaders, the speakers, and then people like me who just come there and participate in this event. You really have these 3 generations, you know, the students, the middle-aged people, and old, wise men and women.
It provides a platform for young students to meet experienced, famous, even famous persons.
You meet on a very personal level where you're just a human being and not Dr. so-and-so or Professor so-and-so.
Cortona in some way is also like a ritual. You have this door at the beginning where you get welcomed into it. You settle into the ritual. And then it's like an individuation process in the middle of the week. People say, hey, I'm myself, I have this belief system. And the question, I think, which is on a psychological level coming up is, and who am I here? What is my place in all this? Then the week really deepens.
I think we should take the discussion up to a higher level or a deeper level. Let's talk a little bit about the motivation.
You think you have found concepts and ideas for yourself that gives you a certain picture of how things interact and how part of the world is constructed. But all the time you are there. Your feelings, your ideas and your work gets challenged.
You assume we're not already there.
New forms of research develop and new forms of hypotheses are born that wouldn't be born otherwise.
An important experience also in Cortona is that you can discuss, that you can do experiments not for the sake of experiments, but because you expect the unexpected.
There is actually a completely different way of doing research, a more creative way. Hans-Peter Dürr was talking, he said that Heisenberg had some kind of visions, where he was seeing things, how they should be, and then they came together and put it into some formal theory. They started from really a creative process, like an artist would work.
The Cortona Week was born with this idea of providing a broader horizon to our science students to permit them to take poetry and music and literature, all things that during these 5 to 10 years of straight studies in only one discipline are forgotten.
Theoretical physics and experimental physics and biologists and chemists, they have a different idea of the term body or of the term energy. So you need quite a bit of training to be involved by the ideas and concepts of the other discipline and try to understand what the concept of the other field within the same disciplines are.
I am through you, so I. And that is not only interpersonal on the human level, but the universe, the ultimate, is the Tao towards which we see, against which we see ourselves.
We are channeling the discussion a little bit into the perspective of connectivity. What could be the function of spirituality in our future networking?
I think that science nowadays, or at least molecular biology, is the kind of science that I do. At some point you start to believe that we are just a bunch of organized molecules and nothing else. And it's important not to lose connection with other aspects.
For human minds, connectivity means to play the full orchestra, which is Il Orchestra dell'Animo, which means not only the mind but also the heart and the body.
We live in a world of interconnection, a network of all human beings, and Cortona is really the place where this can be learned and exercised.
The creative mind is what you want to teach, want to enhance. In this respect, Cortona is just an island in a vast ocean. And we hope that there will be more islands in the future.